It's okay. It's okay. They feeling good, like I should. Been in circle, walk around.
Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. This video is going to be a little bit less intense. I'm just going to be chatting with you all, and we can't forget my special guest here, my sister Trisha. Say hi.
Hi guys, I'm Trisha.
In this video, we're going to be talking about something I have a love-hate relationship with: college. We're going to be talking about things that we should have done. Well, I guess we would. No, what did we say? What did we say?
Just the do's and don'ts of college, before college.
No. Things that we wish we'd known before we went to college, and things that we wish we'd done before we went to college.
Yes.
So, I'm currently a student. Well, I'm a senior at UAB, the University of Alabama at Birmingham. I started at Jefferson State Community College for 2 years, then I transferred to UAB, and I'm majoring in mass communication, specializing in broadcast journalism. Just to give a little bit of background, Trisha, give your background.
So, I started at Lawson State Community College, and I transferred to UAB, University of Alabama at Birmingham, and I'm studying elementary education.
And Trisha actually changed her major, but maybe we'll do another video on that. But this ain't what this video about. My college experience has been a roller coaster, but that's for another video as well. And it's not my fault, I promise. It's just life, you guys.
Yes, life.
You gotta roll with the punches. But when I graduate, I'm gonna make a video about that, because I need to have that behind me in order to talk about it. But anyway, to start off with some of the things that I would have done. Well, I did do this, and I feel like it's really good advice for other seniors to do. I feel like when you're 17 or 18 years old, you don't necessarily know like what you want to do for the rest of your life. That's a really early age to determine that. Some people do, some people don't. I don't feel like I totally did, but interning into whatever career field that you're interested in. And if you're not interested in anything, just intern somewhere, shadow somewhere. You can do this in high school. You do not have to wait till you're in college to be an intern or to shadow. You can reach out to places. Personally, I wanted to be a speech language pathologist, and I just Googled somewhere local that was a place for speech language pathology, and I was just like, can I shadow? Can I see what you guys do every day? And they agreed to it. So I was actually really glad that I got to shadow in most of the fields I wanted to do before I actually went to college. It's going to save you a lot of money. It's going to save you a lot of time, because school is nothing to play with. And even if you do change it, that money that you spend, you cannot get that back
At all.
So
and it's actually one of the things I wish I would have done before I went to college, was just like test the waters a little bit, get into something different every now and then, go to a different place. Like I feel like I didn't take full opportunity of little things like that, to intern with the program, or go be a part of this club, just to figure things out. And when you're that young, there's no obligation to anything. If you don't like it, you just don't like it. It's just the age of trying things. So
true.
I think take opportunity of being that young and being able to try different things. I feel like I didn't. And when
get
I went
into
to college,
programs. If your school offers extracurricular programs, if your community offers extracurricular programs, get into it whether you're interested or not. Because I was in the healthcare program. I would never be in the healthcare program today, but that program taught me a lot of leadership skills, and it brought out my strengths. I really feel like I was put in a very uncomfortable situation, but the situation taught me a lot about myself. And it's not necessarily, oh, I have to do this because I'm interested in it, but I have to do this because I kind of want to get to know myself, how I would act, and what I would do in certain situations that I wouldn't normally be in if I wasn't in this, if that makes sense.
And that's what it's all about in high school, figuring out who you are as not just a kid, but as a young adult.
True.
It's about figuring out who do I want to be in the world, not just now, but in the future. So take out any opportunity that comes before you to figure out who you are, get into something different. You never know where your passion lies, especially that young. So any opportunity to figure out something new, do something new, go for it.
And they'll teach you what you shouldn't be in. Like, I feel like being in that program in the medical field in high school taught me that the medical field was not for me. Not necessarily that I only would get into it if you're interested in the medical field. It's not necessarily true, whether you're interested in it or not. If you don't know what you want to do, you don't know if something's for you or not.
Right, you just don't know.
You can't say, oh, I don't want to be in the medical field. You don't even know what the world you want to do anyway. Like,
Right.
the medical field is so broad, and I knew I didn't want to, like, be a doctor or wear scrubs, but I was like, there's a lot of, like, business professional things you can do in the medical field. It's such a narrow field, so I felt like there was something I could find within it. But ultimately, I chose to go on to school for communications and broadcasting. Okay, something else you need to consider before going to college is college even for you in the first place? I don't feel like college is for everyone. Everyone doesn't need to go to college. Some people can go to trade school, get a certification, start their own business, do a trade. College isn't necessarily for everybody, and I feel like a lot of people are told to go to college, get a degree, get a good job.
University, especially with African American students, is like, are you going to an HBCU, stuff like that, you know? But just don't be afraid to try something different. You know, there was a lot of, when I was in college, like, oh, you're going to a community college, you didn't transfer, why don't you just go to university? But, you know, everyone's path isn't the same at all.
Right.
So, and especially, this is about you right now. It's not about nobody else around you. So it's about what's best for you. I think take that into consideration when thinking about college, is what's best for you.
Right. Weigh all of your options. Don't just settle for a university. You can definitely go to a 2-year college first and then transfer to a university. There is nothing wrong with that. Actually, a lot of some of the basic core classes that you'll be taking at a university, that tuition will be doubled, and you can take that at a regular 2-year institution and save yourself a lot of money. Usually the classes are way easier. It's usually like the basic core classes that you need, and a lot of times they offer those classes in high school as well for you to take some college classes to get some college credits. Do that if you're eligible to do that. Get with your counselor, get with your advisor, and see if you can actually start taking in high school college courses that will be counted for college credit. That's a thing as well. Also, a lot of people used to tell me, like, you're so talented, you can be at a university out of state somewhere. I had so many connections and good people. What is that playing?
Sean, you can't hear it?
I can.
It was going off. I can't help the music came on. They were talking with me.
Anyway, if I was really interrupted, what was I even saying? But, oh yeah, a lot of people were saying that I had the potential to really go off and do great things. I was going to do great things wherever I went, but I chose to stay here because I grew a network of people that were really willing to help me, and I wasn't going to throw that all away because I wanted to live the college life and go out of state and throw away all the opportunities I had here. I interned at the #1 station. They told me I could come back anytime. I had radio station internships that I did, so I was well versed in my career field that I wanted to be in, and I wasn't going to throw that opportunity away. I was going to build my foundation here and then set sail whenever I felt like it. So definitely weigh all of your options. There isn't just one way to go to college, which is go to a 4-year university and that's it.
Right. Another thing about college is the topic of breaks. Do I take a break? Do I not take a break? I feel like sometimes it's kind of difficult to just step into college, especially when you don't feel prepared. Like, sometimes I don't feel like I was prepared to just go to college. Like, I feel like I had a lot more to figure out, and like I didn't really know what I wanted to do, which is what led me to change my major. I just felt like I just had to pick something. So if you need to say, like, hey, I need to take a moment, then feel free to do that. What I do advise is just to, like, give yourself a set time so that you don't get, you know, procrastinating and just not, you know,
right. You need a plan. You can't just say I'm not going to
like,
college.
Don't just say, like, oh, I'm going to take a break to figure it out. No, like, give yourself,
take a few months to intern, to
3
shadow.
months, I'm going to set this up, and I'm going to have this internship. I have this many options, so just come with the plan. But if a break is needed, a break is just needed. High school is a lot. It's a long road from elementary to high school, and people don't have the same experiences. So some people are ready and some people are not. So I feel like if a break is needed, definitely take it. Don't be afraid.
Another final important tip, and this is just a few tips, guys. There's so much more that we could say and tips that we could give, but this is just like a few that comes to mind. A final one that I would suggest is kill the expectations. I feel like the myth of college is like the parties and the turn up and all the friends and stuff. I mean, and some people still do have that experience. I didn't have that experience, and every experience is different because everyone is different. So kill the expectations of I'm gonna go to college and party and live it up and graduate in 4 years. My 4-year mark has been up.
Mine has too.
My 4 year, I've been out of college for I've been out of high school for 5 years. That high school mark, that 4-year mark has set sail. Right. Some of my friends have already graduated. Some are still in school. Some have decided not to continue their journey in school. So the expectation of this 4-year ride that you're gonna take, it's not true. And I actually took classes like year round, like every summer, like even when I was going to my 2-year college, like I'm still in school, like, and like I said, this is another video for another time. So much it's been a roller coaster ride. Your girl is tired. I am tired. But don't compare journeys. That will discourage you along your personal journey, because you could be 2 steps behind today and you could be 10 steps ahead tomorrow. So do not compare journeys. Enjoy where you are. Believe in yourself and your capabilities, and know that you're exactly where you need to be.
So my final tip for the college experience is to just have an open mind and just have fun. Don't take everything too serious. College is full of ups and downs, and just take every moment in. Don't be stressing too hard about that project. Just take things one at a time and enjoy the experience. Have a good balance. Make sure that you make your time to spend time with friends. If you're away, make sure you make time to call home, because that stuff is going to be on you heavy. You don't take time out to be happy. So it's going to make the experience.
A lot of people get
difficult.
Depressed in college.
Yes.
And suicide, like all this stuff is real, and not just college, just overall, but still like a lot of depression with studies and the pressure of having to complete this, and you're not wasting, but you've got your parents' money, your money, this is now debt that you've acquired, and you're just like, you just feel pressured to get things accomplished, to make people happy. But you have to realize that taking time for your mental health, to make sure that you're okay, is what's important. And sometimes we just overlook that like it's nothing. So be sure to take out time for self-love, self-care.
Even if it's just 30 minutes to stop, put on a good couple of songs and just breathe, like you can afford it, okay? I'm telling you, it's gonna make you happier in the end.
Oh, just that so sweet. All right, you guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Hopefully our tips help someone. We're currently college students. I'll be finishing fall 2020. Trish will be finishing whenever she gets done. So we hope that we can help somebody, because college isn't bad. I feel like sometimes we just do it wrong, if that makes sense.
Wrong approaches.
Wrong
decisions.
Wrong mindset. So hopefully this actually helps someone. And if you're in college or going to college, best of luck to you. Feel free to ask us questions. We'll be happy to answer.
Leave them in the comments.
The best way that we can. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much, sister, for being here with me. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye.